This is Gypsy Hermitage Tarot. Welcome to my channel. When it comes to connecting on Facebook, TikTok, or donating to my channel, please see the description box below. So this is going to be a divine feminine reading for the connection between you and whoever you may be dealing with. It may be a marriage, it may be a relationship, it may be a lover, right? Maybe something that you have that comes and goes. Whatever the connection is, this is what we're checking on, okay? Just starting from a bottom of the deck, I just want to give you an idea of what I see. Dream and journey. It seems like your ancestors and angels want you to dream. They want you to envision what you want for your life, or maybe even in love, or even in love with whoever you're involved with, okay? You need to dream and journey. You need to dream it, envision it, and then go about creating it. All right. And come to the edge. Like that's like the leap of faith, right? Be willing to jump all the way in to things that are right for you. Be careful that you don't wreck yourself on what isn't for you. Know the difference. There's a big difference between what is good for you, what you can thrive in and stay in this energy with a person, and when something is not right for you. It will always drain you. It will always break your heart. It will always bring you down, right? So know the difference before you leap. There's something about you that you're transforming, and the universe and your angels and ancestors are helping you with it. But you're desirous of transforming your life somehow, and I think it has to do with someone making you a member of their harem, of the cabal of women that they service sexually, but they don't even see you they might see you in a different light, but they still want to treat you in the same way. So there's something about your love life that you want to transform how you set boundaries. I don't know what it is. We'll see in the other cards, but there's something about it. I don't know what the Celtic cross. I need to do some research about these things. But when it comes to past life energies, there's something about your past life that you had phobias in when it came to religion. So here you have the Celtic cross, Greco-Roman, persecution and inquisition, trees, leaving or traveling, and phobias. You want to leave behind phobias that you have when it comes to connecting with God, building up your spiritual reality, whether you have to be a part of organized religion or is it something you can do naturally. That's what this represents to me. And it's not necessarily paganism, which it could be for some cultures, but nature in all indigenous peoples, even when it came to the poor of Europe, always was connected. Spirituality was connected to nature. Okay. And as much as religious people will call the poor European way paganism, it still resonated with like tribes of people of color all over the planet. The indigenous people all over the planet connected to nature very strongly. So there's something about that. It's almost like you want to combine that, but you want to leave behind the phobias that organized religion gave you regarding natural ways of worshiping and evolving. That's what I think it is. It's beautiful. I mean, it's like you're at a turning point where you want that kind of understanding. And then right at the bottom of the deck, after I pull those cards, was a farm. So someone here wants either a very small farm or even land. Or if you can afford it, like you want a large parcel of land, you want to have employees that help you work the land, but you want a farm. Let me show you the picture. It moves me actually. See, this was at the bottom of the deck. All right. What else? This is for Divine Feminine. These are some of the things that's going on with us. Star, Queen of Wands. So it's almost like ooh, okay. Ooh, no, wow. This is what I said. Wow, the last card I pulled or saw was the Ace of Wands. Bottom of the deck for the masculine is the Ace of Wands. We're going to see what his Ace of Wands has to do with, though. It's like you want a new, fiery, or passionate beginning in your life, Divine Feminine. So does someone that you're connected to. They want a new beginning, but I don't know what it has to do with. We'll see. Your new beginning is about deep healing and getting back to the path of your destiny, being on fire instead of being, bogged down by your issues, by your traumas in life, things like that. It's like you want to be on fire for yourself, for whatever it is that you want to build. You are not trying to stay bogged down as a wounded soul. You're tired of it. You just want to be confident and bold and successful, and not that you desire to be known, but it's just not in the sense of, I want to be famous. And some of you may, because a lot of the times people that are born like that say that when they're little, I want to be famous, they do, but it's just because there's like a knowing within them that they're supposed to be. And a lot of times they become that. It doesn't mean everyone becomes an egomaniac, or a diva, but there's something in you that says you're supposed to be a certain thing. You're supposed to be known somehow. Okay? And you're tired, you're done with being, and it's your destiny. It's a part of your destiny. You're tired of being bogged down with issues or people that come into your life and highlight, right, your issues or remind you of them because they're karmic and they're supposed to. You want love, you have so much love in you that that needs to be your healing balm, is the love that you already have poured onto yourself, nurturing for yourself, reminding yourself to pray or whatever, or meditate, exercise, and just taking care of yourself. You may be a mother, you may be a father, a mother, but whatever it is, it has depleted you, and you're like, no, I need to turn this around. Look at this healing energy. First you have the Star, then you have the Four of Swords. It's just like, I just want to heal this once and for all. I just want to be my destiny. I want to embrace it. I want to work hard for it. This is my Ace of Wands. This is my passionate new beginning. Passion for my destiny, passion for what I'm born to be. That's what you're on, Divine Feminine. Right under that is the Queen of Cups, and we have the Ace of Cups. Ooh, and the 10 of Cups, and I just dropped it. 4 of Cups, King of Cups, Emperor. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's like, okay, and I don't even have to lay those down. It's about, no, I only want my right person. I only want my match, because that's King of Cups. You, the Queen of Cups, was already here. And then I dropped the Queen of Cups and it landed in reverse. You're not ready. Like, you're not ready right now. But that's all you want. You're not going to play with it. You don't have any more play for any more players. You don't. You don't. You don't. But the 10 of Cups, it's like, if either you in this lifetime are going to have your destiny even in love, or you're not, or it's just not the time. Like, you're willing to believe that it's just not the lifetime where you and your person are supposed to meet and be together. Meanwhile, there's a masculine energy, whether it's someone you're in relationship with, someone you're friends with, someone you're lovers with, someone you from your past, someone who is just watching you and noticed you or something, who is also on a path for a new beginning. So it seems like this is some mirroring, but let's see what their new beginning is about. Ooh. Oh. Wow. Ooh. Wow, there's some sinks. There's a couple. Oh. Okay. Lord have mercy. I just, yeah. Wow. Okay. This is crazy. All right, we're going to leave it at here. There's someone that is trying, or not trying, because when you try, you ain't doing it. But there's someone who is manifesting their soulmate. And this is what happens when the feminine turns her energies solely on herself and divine. The masculine feels, the true masculine of the feminine feels that shift, and the pressure is off of him, and then he's on his path. So this is what it's like authentically clear. What he's all about, whether you know him or not. He is having a passionate new beginning so that he can buckle down and bring balance to his madness, to the deceptive behavior he's had in the past, where he has been a cheater, a deceiver, a backstabber when it comes to love. It's like when you're always telling a man, you ain't shit, you just this, you're a liar, you're a cheater, you're a hoe, you know what I mean? All he's gonna do is in spite, and because if you saying now, okay, cool. What do I have to clean up for you for? You know what I mean? Or for anybody. Well, then that's just pressure. And what most men do with pressure is say fuck it. And they gonna stay in it, you know? But when you take that off, it's just like with your children. If you're the type, when you put the pressure on them to grow up, they rebel. They just keep annoying you deliberately. They know how to push your buttons. As soon as you back off and it seems like you're not giving them any mind, they're like, well, mommy's not fussing at me. Mommy's not reminding me. Then the weight of life's natural pressure, right? The gentle nudge of the divine realm, which is life, the flow of life, is on their shoulders, and they're like, oh. You have to kind of, once you've raised them to a certain age, it was 12 years old for me. My father told me, he had already raised me, and now I had to learn to make my own decisions. And I felt that. Like I felt the weight of it. And that's how it is with the masculine. Not that he's your child, but it's the weight of life. It's the weight of what life is really about. Some people say it's the weight of the world on your shoulders, but it's the weight of the truth of life that's on your shoulders. What should you be doing? What should you actually be on? What is your destiny? So it gives you a mirror or a realization, a clear picture that you've been living from your issues instead of from your divine purpose, right? Instead of from your destiny. And that there's someone you are meant to meet. This is the masculine. This is your masculine feminine. And so with that, it gives him balance. Usually when he leaps into something, it's just carnal, or it's impulsive, or it's, I've always had a crush on this person. Let's see what happens. Now it's like, no, there's one specific person, and it's dawning on him. And so he's cleaning up for that. He wants a new beginning, a new attempt, a new deliberate manner with which to go about figuring it out. which is very powerful, very powerful. So you're on similar paths, but in different ways, right? Bottom of the deck for the soulmate twin flame cards is talking, interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, email, hovering. Someone is wants to talk to you, divine feminine. Someone wants to talk to you. They're either going to send you a message, leave you a message, call you, and then they're going to be waiting. Like they're going to be waiting for you to respond or get back to them. Oh. But your message is from the what is this called? I haven't used this in so long. It's just daily advice. Whatever you do, work heartily as for the Lord and not for men. This is the reminder that you are transforming into a pursuer of your destiny. You're no longer going to allow people to come and distract you with their own needs, or even, oh, I want a relationship with you, but it's because I see you as someone I don't want to lose, or you're the kind of person that's a homemaker, and that's the kind of person I want, even though I don't deserve it, even though I don't honor that in people. No, you're not going to let anybody use you, take up your time, stress you out, bring madness to your life. None of it. You're going to stay focused and work like you are, because you are. You have something, you have a destiny to meet, and you're on the road to that, and you're not going to be deviated from that path. But there is something that's going to attract you. You're already attracting your masculine, whether you know him or not, whether you even live with him or not, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. Do you know it doesn't matter? Do you know you can be in a marriage with a person and eat, regardless of what problems you're having or what, you could still be, you're still connected if you're true divine masculine, divine feminine, and they feel the shift in you. They feel that shift. So, anyways, let's get started. Get the overall energy between the feminine and her true masculine, regardless of the connection, because that's what it's about. If it was just about any random person you're connecting with, it would have been random. But the Sings show, this is your true masculine. So that's who we're reading for, okay? Overall energy for the connection between divine feminine and her masculine. It's the overall energy between these two souls, which are really one. Yeah. Neither one of you is ready. It says back off, voodoo and blue. Neither one of you is ready. One more card for the overall energy. But, ooh, that's too much. But I'm going to show you. God damn. And this might be why the transformation or the rebirth card is here. Look at all of this, because there's so much. And it came out 3 for 3. So let's try and guess who's in what energy, right? Intoxication, distorted view, overindulgence, love is strange, transition to the spirit realm. So one of you, either you or your masculine, is drinking too much, maybe eating too much, has a distorted view of the connection or of twin flame or even of their own life, and it could be both of you going through this, but love is so strange that relationships no longer look like they used to, where it's one person, it's two people living together from a certain age and then going through all their lives together. Yes, there are still traditional relationships, but when it comes to twin flame, I know people personally that are married and do not live in the same household, but they are in a committed relationship. I've seen there's is she a van dweller or does she have a school bus? There's a young lady, I think she's a van dweller, and she has a channel, and her husband separate for a certain periods of, there's two. One is Candace Love, and one is a new person that I just saw who was being interviewed by Reg Edited, but I don't remember her name. But she's just a beautiful, beautiful soul. Her husband looks similarly to her, and sometimes they have to be separated because of his work, and she stays traveling or whatever it is. And man, that's just real. If you just want to control a person or have a person in your life that you can just sit here and all they are is do everything I want you to do today, and that's their life. I'm so free spirited. I know my twin is a free spirit. Like, I know he is. I would never want somebody to confine me. So I wouldn't confine someone either. But sometimes, when people have distorted views, they forget that. So love is strange in that when you do construct your relationship, it might not turn out being exactly how you thought it would, where you live together or whatever it is. There's some people that believe, well, it doesn't seem like it's happening now, so next lifetime. Listen, every time we are alive, even if we believe in past lives, which I do, but in the life you are in, you are charged with doing everything you were assigned to do in this lifetime. So there is no putting off for your next lifetime what you're supposed to do today. That would be a fail. That's all that would be. And so there's someone that's learning that, and it may be both of you. It feels kind of like the feminine got frustrated at some point and may have had a distorted view of what her and her masculine were supposed to do, and then came to the realization that this just might not be, traditional. Especially if you are not a naturally traditional person. I'm just saying. For the other side, see, y'all marry each other. It's so crazy. It's the angel of alchemy, lady with a Bosch egg, autumn is my last chance. It's the same thing as someone is having to transform what they know of divine wisdom and ancient wisdom when it comes to this journey, and not thinking that if you're not together now, it's never going to happen. It's the same. It's mirroring. That's deep. The twins are mirroring right now. They're both learning the same lesson, perhaps in kind of different ways, Oh, man. So that's why universe is saying to the twins, back off of this. You're not ready for each other. And that's for people that resonate with this. All twins are not having the same journey. It's just the truth. All twins don't have the same lifestyle and type of relationship. This is not a cookie cutter. This is not the Stepford Wives. It's not. All right. So look at a new bottom of the deck. Look at that. Why? Because, some of you need to learn the lesson of when someone is a true love match that keeps coming back, or when someone is a lesson that if they keep coming back, you still haven't learned the lesson. There are different reasons people come back. It's not always because this is your person. It's because maybe you haven't learned to say, right, to never revisit someone that was bad for you. You haven't counted your blessings and said, okay, yeah, it could have gone so much worse if I had stayed. That's counting your blessings when the past comes back. If you already count your blessings that it wasn't worse than it was, what the fuck do you need to revisit it for? What are you allowing? They're gonna always try. Karmic people, male and female, they're always going to come back. They're always going to try if they have access to you. So what is the mystery? What stops you from changing your phone number or changing your phone? Or because, you know, my friend, I blocked him, and somehow, some way, he got through the block and was calling me. I don't know how that happened. And I don't hate him or nothing, but my focus is on myself and my life and my future and everything I want to do. So, yeah, it's like, bottom line is, if you need to change your phone, do that shit. Stop playing games with it. If you know someone's not good for you, hold on. Hey, I'm recording a reading. Oh, let me pause it. Okay, let me pause it. So, all right. So that's the overall energy is back off, and that's the reasons, right? Divine wants to make everything really clear, it seems like. So, this is from Divine Feminine's point of view. So, that's what we're going to pull from. I want to have the Divine Masculine deck out and make sure I get cards from them for the overall energy because it's very important. Sometimes, in this journey, it's like, Divine Feminine seeks so many readings, and it doesn't always highlight. Very good readers and channels do. I mean, very, they do. But sometimes ever since I started my channel, I've had a separate deck for the Divine Masculine because he's a separate entity. Even if your souls are one, he's still a separate human being. Anyways, all right. So the overall energy for the feminine. Let's go back into that. Overall energy for the feminine regarding her connection with her masculine. Other than backing off, why is the back off necessary? Ooh, yeah, baby. Why was it necessary for the feminine to back off? Yes. Why was it necessary? Oh, Lord. Okay. I'm telling you, it's like, yep. New bottom of the deck. Ooh, 10 of cups. 10 of cups. Bottom of the deck. This is so pertinent. I mean, this is so pertinent. So, feminine, you have the 3 of cups, the wheel of fortune, awakening, 8 of swords, page of cups, and 6 of wands. Your masculine could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, a Capricorn, a Pisces, an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Like, it could be any sign. This person could be any sign, but the wheel of fortune, there was a shift because most likely you were involved with someone who may not have been your masculine, who had you in a third party situation, basically. And there may even have been talk of them getting married, or there being a wedding, or they were acting different as if they had, a wife and they weren't calling you around the same things like that. There was something that changed. There was a shift in the connection, and it gave you an epiphany that you've been stuck in your head about this person, and it was time for you to open up and be like new. Consider that you could have a whole new life. Consider that you could meet someone new who would actually love you, who would actually want the kind of relationship that you want. And then that gave you the fire to go forward toward victory in all areas of your life. It's just like, well, what the fuck am I doing here if he's acting like he's married, for God's sakes? Or, you know what I mean? He's not available. Who? This is not love. This is not divine. This is not the journey. So, let's see. Mm. How do you feel about this connection, Divine Feminine? How do you actually feel about this connection? How do you feel about this connection? How do you feel about this connection? Uh-oh. How do you feel about this? Okay. All right. New bottom of the deck is the Three of Wands. You are manifesting. Oh, you are manifesting, Divine Feminine. You are manifesting your divine timing. You're manifesting divine timing because it's like you're coming into your own. You expect new partnerships are going to show up, and you just want to keep moving forward to a spiritual community, to people that you understand more, that you would vibe more with. And from there, you feel like you'll meet the right person. You're also working on being that, like, look at this. She's like a sorceress, this Queen of Pentacles. She's creating a world, and possibly with multiple streams of income. You're learning how to not overdo it, but to be consistent and stable in your endeavors to make money, whether it's to have one day job that's easily manageable, right? And then have times of the day where you run a tarot channel, or and then do writing, or then do music, or you know what I mean, multiple things, or you crochet and make beautiful things that you sell on Etsy or sell on the internet, or even in your hometown, whatever it is. You sew beautiful clothes, you make cloth dolls, you know what I mean? You're a crafter, all kinds of things divine feminines are into, but you do it in a multiple strains of income type of way, which a lot of people are doing. You're using the strength you used to use to put into other people, to put into your discipline to do this, to create this kingdom. You're using your all your strength to transform your life in this way. Look at this, as like the world. And what's beautiful is that you don't even know everything that you're going to get, but it's going to be beautiful. Like the growth of everything is going to be beautiful. Now, what that has to do with this connection, I don't know, because you're not confining yourself to whoever this any one person is. And if it's the connection with your true masculine, you feel like you leveling up and doing the glow up and all of that, and seeking people of like minds and spirits and making friends with them and having mentors from around them is going to put it will. Like, let me tell you something. And this is not even my testimony because I haven't experienced it yet. But I followed some beautiful souls on social media. And Candace loved the way she met her husband, the way that they both were on the same path with meditation and healing, and that type of vibe and work and energy is why they were a match and are a match. They even after they got married, they weren't even living together all the time. They were still both, working in their social media empires that they both built separately. And now that they're bringing together and doing beautiful retreats, I mean, it's just, that's twin flame. I don't know what nobody else is talking about. I don't. Because yeah, her spirit is so beautiful. But even how they treat people and heal people, So beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. It's not just your words, it's not what you can regurgitate, it's the quality of your ascension and healing and purification. Period. And going on that journey alone. And you meet like-minded people like that. It's just so beautiful what's happening. And it's not everybody. It's not. It's just not. So anyway, I think this is divine feminine knowing that this is how it's going to play out. That's why it's like, back off. I'm not taking any contenders. You know what I mean? Neither is the masculine. He, like I told you, he's on his own journey towards her. She is clearing the path for him. So that's how she feels about the connection with her true masculine. Beautiful. All right. What does divine feminine want from the connection with her masculine? What does she want with this connection with her masculine? What does divine feminine want from this connection? Oh, Lord. I keep getting multiple. What does she want from this connection? Wow. What does she want from this connection? Okay, I'm sorry if the camera is shaking. I have my ring light clipped to the top of my laptop. So, one more. What does divine feminine want from this connection? New bottom of the deck is the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like, even in her ideal love, right? And reunion, right? Even in her destiny in love, what she wants from it is her own authentic part, her own authentic work, right? A work that she builds herself. That's what she wants. So that even when they come together, she's bringing what she has honed of herself and her business and her skills and her talents. She's bringing that to the plate. She's not coming together with her masculine for him to dictate, this is what I want you to do. No, this is a partnership, partner. You know what I'm saying? There's not no, yes, I'll be your feminine, but we are helpmeets to each other. So you have divine feminine, the 7 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 9 of Wands, Hermit, 3 of Wands, 9 of Swords. This is so transformational, just like we saw from the beginning. It's like she's transmuting the energy of worrying about options, who could it be, to being in the energy of love, to attract love, to just transforming herself into love instead of, I want to be the baddest bitch. That's a worldly paradigm. That's not how you attract. That's how you attract the one that's the dude that says, I want to be the baddest nigga on the block. No, we putting that down. There's no competition between divine feminine and divine masculine. Not really. Because if we were out of this realm of the physical, the souls would immediately magnetize and be together. So just like that, you have to magnetize yourself. And that magnetic quality is love and growth and purification. That's where the twins meet. That's where they meet. Okay? That's where their destiny is revealed. But it can't come from the issues. I can't stand players. I don't trust nobody. No, you got to spend time with yourself and heal that. If that's not what you want, Don't think about it. Don't worry about it. Don't talk about it. Because then you just keep pulling them motherfuckers back in. So there's a lot. It's like transforming what she's done in the past to this new energy. Hermit mode. Some people feel like hermit mode means you're a prisoner, right? You're just a prisoner. No, no. If I'm a hermit, how much drama am I really taking in from other people? Very little. If I'm a hermit, how much distraction am I allowing in my life? Very little. If I'm a hermit, how much shit am I getting done for the building of my empire? A lot. You understand? That's transmuting. If I got issues, deep-seated issues, and every day I worry about those issues coming into my life in the form of other people, I am manifesting those issues. See? Actually, these two are in the wrong places because this is the same thing. Nine of Swords being transmuted into Three of Wands. Because Nine of Swords is expecting the worst. It's self-fulfilling prophecy. It's the same thing I'm talking about. You focus so much on your issues and what you don't want that you keep creating the environment for that. There's no energy shift. If you bitch at your children about being lazy and disrespectful every single day, and you don't just shut your mouth and get your piece together and purify yourself, what energy is going to pull them up out of that? None. Even if you worry about it. That's why parents, we have to have our own ascension in order for our children to ascend. So, yes, Nine of Swords is transmuted when the abundance, when you have the positivity and the hope and the faith of everything that's coming. When you're doing affirmations and also keeping your energy clear and exercising and staying upbeat and purifying. All of that is manifesting everything because why? People respond to energy. Abundance comes from the connection of energies. When you interview for positions, it's your energy. You know what I mean? When you say, I just want something simple, but it pays well as my base, and then I want to pursue my other things, and then the energy, because you're happy, because you don't take a job that's going to stress you out and make you miserable, because you say, I want a job that's easy to do, but because I have certain credentials, I want it to be something I will enjoy. And if you've done the sacrifice of pursuing an education, the game is in the world that if you have a master's, you automatically deserve 6 figures. Did you know that? Now, it might mean that you join almost at entry level, but you will move up. Don't worry about that. Play the game for the best outcome for yourself. And if you want to work remotely, I learned this 2 days ago. Know the difference between work from home jobs and remote. Work from home means a company wants you to live in the same city or the same state as the company, and you cannot just travel at will. Remote means you can live anywhere. So you can travel and still work for them or whatever. It depends on what you want. I'm trying to be very specific. So that's what's happening. That's what the feminine is doing. It's funny. That's what she wants from this because she knows that that's the only thing that's bringing her close to her masculine. But she's not even like the back off. She's not even thinking about him. Like some of us thought a certain person from our past was our masculine. And because we don't even want to think about that shit anymore, we don't want to think about who it could be. We don't. Because it's going to be an energy. It's going to resonate. They're going to be syncs. You're talking about yourself in another person. I am a natural mother. Know who you are. I've been a mother since I was a child. I was always holding my younger siblings. I was always defending them. I was always doing that. I'm a mother. I did more home chores than anybody else of my siblings. I am a mother. I am a wife. So even recently, I'm sorry to go on a tangent, but I just want to give you the point. You shouldn't be chasing somebody else's husband unless you are a mistress. It's none of your business if you think your masculine is a certain person and he's married. Take your ass on and get a life. If it's meant, it will happen. Transmute your shit. And I've been saying this since I started my channel because there are women like that. And then when they want a reading from you, they want you to say, he sits around thinking about you, he misses you. But when things come out that it's not just you, he's cheating on his wife with his other people, and then you hate that and go off to somebody that's going to say, well, he has to grow out of these things. And if you really love him, that's codependency. That's lies to me. That's not this journey. It's not. Every book I've ever read about Twinflame, especially when it had to do with actors and actresses or famous people or whatever, they never stayed confined to whatever was holding the other person back from the connection. They would come together spontaneously to do work. And then even if it broke each other's hearts, it was like even the woman would not be clingy. It's like, no, we got issues. And this is what I'm saying. Divine Feminine, some of y'all just need to admit this, that you just not her. You are not the Divine Feminine. You are not. You have dependency, abandonment, codependency issues, all kinds of shit that you haven't gotten over, but you're just a human being. You're just a woman who wants somebody, and you feel like the happiest you ever connected with a person was some person that's married or some person that doesn't want you. Okay. Anyway. All right, let's look into him. What about your masculine attracts them to you? What about your masculine will attract them to you? If you've never met them, and even if you know them, once you've grown, what about you will attract them? What about you will attract your masculine, your true masculine? Look at this shit. Yeah, you staying stuck. You can't even start a business. You can't do nothing because you are obsessed and stalking somebody. Some of y'all have been stalkers all your life and shit, calling yourself Divine Feminine. Stop. Or you're mentally ill and that's just a part of what you do. Look at this. Man. If you're not in a high vibration or on the path to really vibe and high, this reading is not for you. Period. Look at this shit. This is some beautiful shit. He thinks of you so highly. So highly. It attracts him energetically. Like, look at the sync. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Out of everybody he's ever known, Man, this is what he's realizing in his alone time. That what you are is he sees himself. He sees himself. And for some of you, it's someone you already know. It is. For some of you, it's someone you don't even know. But you know, they know the more they spend time alone because they're hermiting just like you. It's so crazy, the syncs. That's how you're gonna know. Oh, that's how you're gonna know, man. It's just he has the Ace of Swords, Renewal, Sun, the Lovers, Four of freaking Wands, and the Moon. This is so beautiful. What he loves about you, or what he's attracted to about Divine Feminine, is that she has great ideas and aspirations. Like, she knows the truth, she speaks the truth. You may have had a challenging beginning in the journey of the twin flame, but you still are very honest. Like, this is someone that may be just getting to know you or just got connected with you somehow on social media or something, but they see, or there's something about when they meet you, you're going to talk about, right? Your journeys, and that you both have had challenging beginnings on this journey. So there, you both may have had false twins, but when your souls come back together, like, even if this is someone that you know, there's going to be a favorable assessment of the facts. What was really going on? What caused us to be separated? What caused us not to be together? And then you're going to move easily into a new direction together. Like, it's going to be a happy outcome. What they're attracted to is that you're a happy, brilliant person. Like, you're successful, you are confident, and so are they. Like, you match them in that way. It's just like they've never felt a connection like this with anybody else. Like, it's so crazy. They never felt a connection like this with anyone else. And they just might tell you that. They wouldn't even have to. It will be apparent. You're both growing souls. You're both people who are on a path toward each other. You're going to start both having dreams, or they are having dreams about someone. They feel like there's something pulling them. And they don't know what. It's a mystery right now who you are to this masculine. Oh, there's so much behind the scenes. It's just like things are going to happen or are happening spontaneously. And it's just like you're both going to release fears and phobias and limitations, man. It's just like I said with Candace Love and her husband, it's the difference between, meeting when you're both in worldly crap, right? And when you have healed. So different. Yeah. So that's what he's attracted to you at your best, in your most healed moments, when he can feel you. He feels you growing. That attracts him. That makes him want to meet you like immediately. But conversely, when you start going through a lot in other areas of your life, perhaps he can feel that too. And that's when he's just like, no, I don't. Or when he's going through stuff, he's like, no, I know it's not time, because I wouldn't be any good to her, to my feminine in this state. Ooh. All right. What about you would turn the masculine off? Ooh, a lot. What about you would turn the masculine off? Or maybe, well, anyway. What about you would turn the masculine off? And then I'll look at what about the masculine would turn you off, okay? What about you? Ooh, two eights in a row. What about you would turn the masculine off? What about you would turn the masculine off? Whoa, that just flew up like a dance. Wow. What about you would turn the masculine off? Yeah. New bottom of the deck, see? Ace of Wands. What would what would turn the masculine off is that you would set up a situation for whatever reasons, even if it's legitimate. If you all were not ascended enough, you would set up situations where you would have to walk away and they would have to wait for a passionate new beginning. It would have to You would have to start the cycle all over again. See, the masculine, once he knows who his person is, he really doesn't want to lose you. He really doesn't. He doesn't think about it as much as we do. And he doesn't, initially, he doesn't know the wisdom that says you have to go into separation for your own well being, feminine, when the masculine is not ready. You have to. You have to for your own sake. So a lot of the times, the feminine has the masculine has the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Cups, Magician, Ten of Wands, Two of Wands, lots of wands, and unity. It's like when the feminine is fed up with whatever aspect of the masculine is not grown or ascended or healthy, is still toxic, she quickly change happens. It's a tower. She's going to enact the tower every time. She'll take it for a while, and if it's after the first time where she falls in love initially and then gets her heart broken and tries to make it work for a while or whatever, after that time, every time following that, if she finds her masculine or someone she thought was her masculine in the same condition or in the similar energy, she quickly enacts the tower. Like she uses that tower whenever she needs to and walks the fuck away. I mean, look, 8 and 8 right there together. And she don't play no games about it. Oh, no, I'm not doing none of this. So I'll see you later, partner. Or you just might not, you're not my person. You know? You just looking for somebody to screw. Go A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You got so many options. Go screw. That's not what this is. The feminine is going to learn the true feminine is on a path. She mirrors someone like Rich Lop. I finally figured out his last name. He's a tarot reader. And his advice is always, whenever he would learn a lesson, he would move away. He would detach from whoever he learned that lesson with and move forward. Because number one, he knows this was a lesson in self-love and healing for him to not continue to be attracted to people who are not good for him, who are toxic, who do not love him. So why would he need to go back and play with the idea, what if this is my feminine though? It's not. That's the lesson. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, and that act, what he doesn't like is that act then manifests. It's like it manifests a burden on him. That, I gotta do some work on myself. If you want your feminine, right? He doesn't like that. He doesn't like the fact that you walking away and putting yourself first pulls him into having to work on himself. And he has to do a lot of work too. He doesn't like that you immediately go into a new endeavor or a new phase. Let me tell you, and I don't say that my friend is my twin. I feel like he was a false twin, but the last time when I stopped, I cut it off. I was just like, yeah, this is some immature shit. And I sent him a communication, laid down the towel, whether he cared or not. And then I was up and I haven't looked back. And I immediately went into a new graduate program to cinch the work I want to do specifically. And God, I didn't even know. I didn't even know what was going to be available. I just wanted to find something I knew I would enjoy, like working for a library. I already had a master's. This is my second. They no longer had that certificate program. I'm sorry. I'm just telling you, man. When you're on a real spiritual journey, that shit always manifests. Always, always. You're never in lack for, oh, here's your path. This is what you're supposed to be doing. And I'm the type of person, as soon as God shows me, I get in that shit. So anyway, they no longer had that certificate program. Then I saw a certificate for teaching online. I said, that's exactly what I want to do. I applied for that. My advisor said, actually, because of your credit hours from your first master's, you can also complete in the same amount of time a master of teaching for writing English literature and English, which I've already done coursework in. What the fuck? Which is my dream work. He doesn't like that. The true masculine doesn't like that we have that kind of power and focus. And it happens for us. Like, yeah, because he knows it's what? It's opening us up to new partnerships. And that's kind of a karmic partner reaction. When in reality, it's opening us up to meet our true person. When God is that much in your life, or the divine path, or your destiny, or the universe, or whatever you call the divine energy, is so much in your life that what you thought you were going for gets totally transformed in a day, and in a week you're on a whole new path you didn't even think could be so beautiful. That's because there's someone on that motherfucking path you're about to meet who is your destiny. Period. And how do I know? Because the very last card is unity. Stop playing with yourself. Divine feminine. Stop playing with, but it's this person, but stop being digmatized. Stop. Your twin and you are going to have the hotness. You are addicted to someone's penis. You are addicted to someone's energy. You have not gotten over codependency. That's all. Don't do it. Even if I had a reading by Fiery Grace years ago, and she said, even if you have to lay down the towel or walk away and totally not bother, this person from my past, and miss him, do it. Miss him. You can miss him all you want. Just like I tell my children, you can cry, but you need to do your chores and cry. You need to do the practical. You need to do what's required, and still whatever your little energy or missing or whatever that shit is, you can have it a little bit, but you better know that this is a blessing, and you need to focus and work for this blessing. Work for the transformation of your world. Okay? All right. Let's get back to you, feminine. How do you want the true connection with your masculine to evolve? How do you want? I don't know when this flipped over. High Priestess. This is Pisces energy, but this is also divine feminine. See, most of the time, and I'm talking about true divine feminine. I'm not talking about easily butthurt, crybaby women that are used to getting their way and why can't I have them? Why can't I have them? Why can't I? Stop. True divine women and men are so grounded in divine the earth, humanity, like their energy is palpable. It's so real. It's not a spoiled baby. It's not. That's not divine feminine. She already knows it's nothing but a waiting game and a growing game. Period. So you need to get in that energy, divine feminine, for the true divine feminines. So, last question: how do you want this to evolve, divine feminine, with your masculine for this lifetime? How do you want? Ooh, back where we started. And his bottom of the deck is back there too. It's so funny. The sinks. Hold on a second. Mommy, I'm recording a reading. I'm gonna call you right back, okay? Okay, Happy New Year. Okay. My mommy's birthday's tomorrow. She's gonna be 81. Okay. So yeah, it's funny. All right, let me get back to the question. How do you want this to evolve, divine feminine, with your masculine? We see, for those of you that are digmatized on a hoe, even if you think that's your masculine, even if you're just like, no, I know it's him, I know it's him. I'm sorry. um, you still need to detach. You need to get yourself together, because the universe is a just universe. Golly. How do you want this to evolve with your true masculine? How do you want this to evolve? See, let me tell you something. This goes over here. I just heard. All right. This manifestation energy is crazy right now. The true feminines are not playing the game of bullshit. They're not. They are not playing anybody's game. Mm-mm. You want, yeah, you want the judgment. You want to go into unity with your, or union with your masculine in whatever way, right? You all agree. But as far as in this world, you want that to be your ace. You want that to be your love source, your partner. And you want to create whatever reality the both of you come to. It's so funny though that he's on the same, that he has the Ace of Wands too. Like, that's what he wants. And that's where he started. I did a different bottom of the deck for him after I pulled his card. It's just crazy. You're back to Ace of Wands too. Then you have the Knight of Wands. In all your fucking worrying, ugh, you have the Page of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Magician, and the Knight of Cups. Listen, Linda, listen. Get your shit together. Divine Feminine, first of all, and maybe I'm talking to those that are not divine feminine, but you keep confining yourself to a paradigm with a person because you believe you're divine feminine and you're not living a life as just a human being. Just as a human being, you are not living a life because you feel like, well, my divine masculine, he's limited over here and I don't want to leave him. What do crybabies ever get? I don't relate. So, yeah, most likely, whether you know this person or not, you all are going to come back together. And it might be while you're in this new area, somebody's going back to school. And that's where you're going to be. Like, it's like, did I just speak that? There's something about pursuing a new area of study and divine timing. There's something about that because there's something, and I want to encourage anybody on the planet when times are economically hard, especially for Black people, I'm going to say, because there are some really educated people who are still without careers, but it's coming. But when times are hard like that, studies show people go back to school. You can never have too much education. Now, you might run out of funding if you live in America, because America is the country of let's charge for everything and charge as much as we can get. It's sad. Those aspects of America are very sad. There's several that are very sad today. But the fact that they charge us out of our ass for healthcare, for education, anyways. Somebody's going back to school or they want to do something more challenging. And when they do that, divine timing is coming in because the passionate new beginning is going to be out new opportunities and a passionate, like sexually passionate too. Like if they were ever, they giving you all, if they were ever hoes, they are giving you the blessing of their expertise, but it's coming from love. It's coming from destiny. You're actually manifesting this feminine. If you've gone back to school or if you're considering it, whatever path you're on, it's pulling him in that direction too. And you're going to come back together with that commonality. And guess what? You're going to fall in love. Some of you are going to get married. Some of you are going to get proposed to. It's going to bring, and this is so funny because this card is on top of the unity card. Yeah. Union's coming. But don't sit around obsessing about when is it? When it's coming? When? None of your business. All right. Let me give you a couple of cards from my Queen of the Moon Oracle. Patience. See? Tarot cards and oracle cards are magical. They're made that way. Something about shuffling them too. Look at that. Be patient. Stay focused on your peace, on your vibe, on your zhuzh, on your studies, on your building. Stay focused. Do not succumb. If you're a single mother, it's so hard. I know how hard it is. Do not succumb to it. Do focus on the way I got so educated with 2 children. I focused on every task. I compartmentalized everything I had to do. When it was time to focus on my children and volunteer in their classrooms, that's where my focus was. When it was time to focus on school, that's where my focus was. When it was time to clean the house every night, that's where my focus was. Like, you can't just lose your mind at the thought of everything. You'll never get nothing done. Come on, feminine, we can do this. You're manifesting. Look at the garden that she has created in her mind. That's manifestation. You're manifesting all of it. This is so beautiful. Never give up. And you're doing it by honing the energy between you and the universe and God and creation and positivity, right? We are like an antenna. You know how electricity exists in the air. It exists in the air. The wires, becomes the conduit of the focused, right? Electricity being used for power. same thing with the energy of the divine realm. When we elevate ourselves based on our food, what's healthy, our thoughts, our meditation, our prayer, our work, we hone the energy of the best that God and the universe has created, and we attract like-minded energy. That's all it is. You are attracting, attraction. You are attracting everything that you are honing for yourself. All of it. And you don't have to worry over it. And you don't have to say, oh my God, am I gonna be consistent, or don't worry about that. Stop. Stupid cards. Not stupid cards. But they were getting in my way. Okay. For many of us, nutrition is important. We need to make the shift to natural foods, whole foods. Simply put, fruits and vegetables. Okay? That's hand in hand with our beginnings. To have a new beginning. Because it has to be healthy. So if you're healthy on one part of your life, one area, you'll be healthy in all areas. That's how it goes. Those are spiritual truths. Those are laws, that we were created under. So let me know in the comments how this resonates with you. Don't forget, please, to support my channel. I am committed to coming on even when I'm in school and at least doing one reading a day. So it's going to be twin flame readings or Pisces with all zodiac signs. Okay? And I'll do that every day, every single day, every month. Okay? I promise. All right. Love you. Peace.